Every year, 1.25 million people die from car crashes due to human error, which averages to about 3,000 deaths per day globally. At any moment in time while driving, someone, even you, can get involved in a car crash because someone was texting while driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or not paying attention on the road. Throughout my research about self-driving cars, I found that they could make the road safer and better the environment. Self-driving cars, which are vehicles that can drive themselves without any human control, are expected to arrive within the coming decades to create safer roads and improve the environment. I'm going to discuss what self-driving cars are, how they work, the companies that are making them, and their future. So what are self-driving cars? A self-driving car is a vehicle that can safely guide itself without any drivers. It uses advanced hardware and software to guide itself while also being aware of its surroundings. They sense their environment using different types of sensors, and they navigate through roads using GPS and artificial intelligence. So other terms for self-driving cars include autonomous vehicles, robotic cars, and driverless cars. So why are self-driving cars important? The goal for self-driving cars is to create safety on the road. According to Mitchell Waldrop from Nature, 90% of accidents that occur are caused by driver error. And as I mentioned before, every year over 1 million traffic fatalities happen globally. Self-driving cars also benefit the environment. As self-driving cars become more common, they're likely to become electric vehicles. However, if companies decide to make gas-powered self-driving cars, then gas emissions could go up rapidly. Now that you know what self-driving cars are, I'm going to discuss how they work. Self-driving cars have several key components that allow them to safely guide and control themselves in traffic. They use a wide range of sensors to detect objects and obstacles. Bill Robertson from Science and Children stated that self-driving cars use radar, which are radio waves, sonar, which are sound waves, lidar, which are lasers, and they also use video cameras. Video cameras and lasers are especially accurate for detecting objects and obstacles and finding the exact location of an object. When these sensors detect something, they send that data to the software of the self-driving car. That software then processes that data and sends instructions to the car's actuators to control the acceleration, braking, and steering accordingly. This allows self-driving cars to avoid obstacles, make predictions, and differentiate objects, such as bikes from motorbikes and plastic bags, and to act accordingly. That brings me to the future of self-driving cars and the companies that make them. While several self-driving car companies have introduced self-driving cars, they won't be commonplace for some time. Although the goal for self-driving cars is to provide more safety, major improvements still need to be made. There are several to ensure safety and reliability. Self-driving cars need to be more accurate in using sensors to detect objects and also operate under a driving rule. As stated by Rob Berger, 73% of Americans are too scared to ride in a self-driving car because they don't trust a computer to make life and death decisions. Several companies have implemented self-driving and autopilot in their cars, though they are not widespread. Major car companies that have done this include Tesla, Google, Toyota, Ford, and several others. Self-driving cars still may be decades away from becoming common worldwide. To conclude, I will summarize my main points. Self-driving cars such as those with Tesla and Google do not require any drivers because they use sensors to detect objects. and they still need to improve on things such as accuracy. These advanced vehicles can drive themselves without any drivers and without any human control, and are expected to be commonly used within the coming decades to create safety and for a better environment. When perfected, self-driving cars can impact the world in several ways, such as avoiding the potential accidents of over 1 million people, including you and your loved ones.